little video here on stuff I've noticed on the car. Obviously we can hear the radio working. I'm going to shut that off now. Like for example, this map light, it works. The wipers work. The windows do work. The back windows work. You gotta use those switches. The driver's side master switch is a little iffy. That works. Headlights do work. Fan over here does work. It does take a while to get heat. I'm thinking that there is a valve right in front of the heater core. You can actually bypass it, you know, in a couple minutes. It just is really a piece of cake. The mirrors, adjusters all work, both sides. There is no rear view mirror. The dash is just in great shape. Door panels. Seats look, I mean, they're definitely soft and stuff like that, but you can kind of see that leathery marks in them and stuff like that. That doesn't work. The clock, the glove box looks really nice. Inside there, I think I showed that in the other video and stuff like that. The power seat does not move back, and probably the like I said, the master window switch is a little iffy here, but you can get all the windows down and stuff like that. The top motor works great. The top is really good shape inside here. The top is, you actually have to help it on this side over here. So I would say someone would probably want to get that looked at, but the top will go down, but you have to help it on the driver's side. I've really never drove it much with the top down. So let's take this for a spin. And real quick, we'll get it up to speed. Now it does have, you can tell from the pictures and stuff like that, the tires are all really good shape, but they are old. I did have them balanced, but you can tell when we get up on the highway, you can just feel some vibration in the steering wheel, but it's really not bad at all. Now, I've had a lot of people ask, you know, hey, I want to drive it to California, I want to drive it to New Jersey, I want to drive it to the East Coast, I want to drive it to Utah. To me, even though the car runs good, it just seems like there's a lot more risk than reward driving it that far. I mean, I've never really drove the car more than probably 20 miles one way, and so I've had plenty of old cars, and they always seem to leave you alongside the road at least once in their life, you know, once a year it seems like. Now, I don't know if you can't see my hand here, it's just, the steering wheel is just barely shaking. We're doing 60 miles an hour right there down the highway just fine. Speeding up a little bit there, and it does downshift just fine. The transmission does shift fine. The cruise, there's a little cruise control thing right down there. When I do flip it on, the little on light lights up, but I cannot get the cruise to grab and go, and all that's all vacuum operated. I've never looked into it whatsoever. Like I said, the top down there, the top up and down works. The driver's side is lazy. When you put it on, the heater controls, like I said, all the fan speeds work and stuff like that. Horn works, if you just heard that at all. But I did have the wheels balanced, and but there's still a little vibration in the steering wheel. I can feel it. I can feel it in the steering wheel right here. Just a few paint blemishes, really. I mean, I'm probably overcritical because the car really doesn't look bad at all. There's like a leaf or something sticking out of the hood over there on that side over there. So if you see that in the video, you can see it right down over there. Turn signals work really good. The driver's side, I'm sorry, the passenger side turn signal is a little lazy. It just takes its time. You just seen it click right there. Braking is straight. You know, here's my hands. It just brakes straight. So that part of it's really good. Starts up good. All the lights, you know, the doors and stuff like that all seem to work when you open the door up. I did put new wiper blades on it too that day. That I had all the hoses and drive belts replaced, the coolant. So a couple things I would do if I was gonna, you know, keep it long term, if I didn't have other cars to drive. That's the biggest thing. Is I've got a 68 Charger, I got a 70 Javelin, I got a 69 GTO, I got an 89 Mustang Fox body, I got a 2004 Viper, I got a 2016 Hellcat Challenger. As you can tell, I just have a lot of stuff, and when you're this doesn't get driven anywhere near as much as it should. It hardly gets driven at all. And again, do I think it may make it to the East Coast? Yes. Do I think it would break down? Yes. The reason I say that is you don't know how long that water pump's going to last, or a wheel bearing, or a voltage regulator, or anything. Anything could go on these old cars. It's 49 years old. It runs good in town. You can tell the power steering works great. I'm driving this thing with one hand. You hit a bunch of bumps and this thing will creep down too. So the visor will creep down. So a couple things that I would fix on him. I probably, honestly, would probably get I'd probably get new tires, only because there's probably a bad belt in one of the tires. It's just causing it to barely vibrate and stuff like that. I'm 6'2". I wish the seat was back just a little bit more, but so the power seat switch, or maybe a power seat motor on that, would probably get that done. I probably would replace the master window switch, and that way you can maybe operate all the windows. Right now, on the back windows, I have to reach over and roll those down from the back. So you might be able to see my hand vibrating just a little bit here, and we're doing 50 miles an hour. So, like I said, a couple paint blemishes, mostly around that, on the front it's pretty flat, so a lot of them are around the headlights. There's a lot of chips there. On the back of the car, on the trunk lid, there's just like maybe something made to scratch the trunk lid or scraped it over the last 49 years. You can just kind of see little bits and stuff like that. A little blemish spots in the paint, but they're really not bad at all. And if you took it to a car show or a Cars and Coffee, you're not going to be embarrassed. It honestly looks really nice. Stuff like that. The wheel skirts come off no problem. I've never taken them off, but like I said, I just had the wheels balanced, and you got to pretty much take them off anyway to get the wheels balanced. So those come off. The dash all looks really nice. The glass, all the glass, someone was asking about the glass. The glass all looks mega nice. The back window is glass too, in the convertible top. It is very, very nice. The chrome is nice. Now, if you get up on the chrome and look at it, can you see like those little dots and little pitting starting? Yes, you can. But from someone walking by, 5 foot away, you really don't even notice it. It does look really nice. Another thing I thought was really nice about the car is all the like turn signals, the lenses are all there. All the chrome pieces are all there. They all look in really good shape. Actually, and I was just thinking this too, on the passenger side, right in front of the wheel skirt, there's a couple of scratches that someone touched up with the brown paint. Who knows how long ago, but you can see them in person. It might be a little hard to see in the pictures. You might have to zoom in with your phone or something like that. But here we are. We've been driving the car for 9 minutes virtually, and it runs down the road good. Like I said, everything seems to work on here, the radio and all that stuff. So just to give everybody an idea on how it drives and whatnot, if you have any questions, give me a call. I appreciate it. I'll talk to you guys later.